Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So our last topic is forms of power sharing, and we have completed the rest of the chapter apart from this topic, and this is going to be the last topic of the chapter power sharing. So forms of power sharing in modern democracies, power sharing arrangement can take various forms, right? So basically there are four important forms of power sharing. First one is power is shared among different organs of government. The different organs of government. What are the different organs of government? You have studied in class 9th itself about the organs of government. Horizontal power is shared between legislature, executive and judiciary. Legislature, executive and judiciary, these are the organs of government, and they all are at the same level. Means horizontal line is according to the powers that have everybody is having equal power, and each organ checks the other, right? Like legislature make laws for the country, executive implement them, and judiciary judge them and punish them who violates the law, right? So everybody is checking each other, and they all have limited power. They are not having unlimited power in any context, right? So power is shared among different organs of government such as legislature, executive and judiciary. Let us call this horizontal distribution of power because it allows different organs of the government place at same level to exercise different powers. Such a separation ensures that none of the organ can exercise unlimited power. Nobody is having unlimited power. They all are having certain boundaries which they can't cross, right? Each organ checks the other, and this result in a balance of power among various institutions. Last year, we studied that in a democracy, even though ministers and government officials exercise power, they are responsible for the parliament or state assemblies. Similarly, although judges are appointed by executive and they can check functioning of executive or law made by the legislature. This arrangement is called a system of check and balance. Legislature, executive and judiciary. Judiciary can check legislature or executive as well. Judiciary means judges, and judges are appointed by president. It is a part of executive also. So president is appointing a judge, but a judge can also check the powers of president also, right? So this is the real power here, and this is known as horizontal distribution of power, also called check and balance. This was the first form of power sharing. Now the second form is among vertical division of power, which is also known as federal division of power. The power can be shared among government at different level. In first point we had read horizontal power sharing means at the same level. Legislature, executive and judiciary all were at same level, horizontal level. But in this form of power sharing, different levels will be there. As we move downwards, the power will get decreased among central government, state government and then local government. So this division is known as vertical division of power, and they are at different levels. Government are at different level. They are not having equal power in any context, right? They are having their own specific jurisdiction, and they can take their own decision of their particular jurisdiction. So like case of India, we are having government for the entire country, then second level for the state government, and then further local government. And in local government there are two division: panchayat for small villages and municipalities for big cities. So power can be shared among different organs at different level, among government at different level: a general government for the entire country and the government at the provincial or regional level. Such a general government for the entire country is usually called federal government. This is the important point here. Federal means division of power among central, state and local government. In India, we refer to it as a central or union government, and the government at the provincial or regional level are called different names in different countries. In India, we call them state government. This system is not followed in all countries. There are many countries where there are no provincial or state government, but in those countries like ours where there are different levels, right? In India we are having different level of government, central, state, and then local, and as we move downwards the power will get decreased. This is known as federal division of power. The constitution clearly lays down the powers of different levels of government. All the powers are written in constitution itself. So this is what they did in Belgium. In previous chapter we read, in the first topic we read about the Belgium and Sri Lanka also. This is called federal division of power. The same principle can be extended to levels of government lower than the state government, like as I suggested you, as the municipality level and the panchayat level, and they both are categorized under local government. Let us call division of power involving higher and lower levels of government vertical division of power. This is again the important point here. Now, point third is power may also be shared among different social groups such as religious group, linguistic groups, or like community government in Belgium is a good example of that arrangement. There are various types of social groups in India also on behalf of religion, languages. So many languages are there in India, right? So as we read about Belgium, community government was there. So third form of power sharing is also known as among the different social group. Power is shared among different social group. In some countries there are constitutional and legal arrangement whereby socially weaker section and women are represented in the legislature and administration. This is again important. Last year we studied the system of reserve constituency, right? In class 9th we read about the reserved constituencies in assemblies and the parliament of the country. This type of arrangement is meant to give a space in the government and administration to diverse social groups who otherwise would feel alienated from the government. Alienated means separated. They will feel that we are not the part of the country, like the Tamil felt in Sri Lanka. So we are sharing power with every community, every religious group, and every linguistic group in India. This method is used to give minority community a fair share in power. Right? This was the third point. What was the first point? Horizontal distribution of power among different organs of the government: legislature, executive, and judiciary. And it is also known as check and balance, right? In second form we read about vertical division of power, means also known as federal division of power: central, state, and local, and as we move downwards power will get decreased. And in third point, among different social groups like religious and language basis. Now fourth point is power sharing arrangement can also be seen in the way political parties, pressure groups, and movement. You have read about coalition government in class 9th itself, right? So there are some political groups, pressure groups, parties, and movements who control or influence those in power. Suppose BJP party is in power, then there are some groups, social groups in the society. They pressurize the government to take some policies, and also they oppose government for certain points according to their view, right? In a democracy, the citizen must have freedom to choose among various contenders for power. In contemporary democracies, this takes the form of competition among different parties. Such competition ensures that power does not remain in one hand. In the long run, power is shared among different political parties that represent different ideologies and social groups. Sometimes this kind of sharing can be direct when two or more parties, important point, two or more parties form an alliance to contest election. If their alliance is elected, they form a coalition government. When no any single party is getting majority in Lok Sabha or any particular elections, then they can coaliate, they can make alliance with other parties also, right? And thus shared power. In a democracy, we find interest groups such as those of traders group, businessmen groups, industrialist groups, farmers, and industrial workers also. They also will have a share in the government power either through participation in the governmental committees or bringing influence on the decision making processes, right? So coalition government, pressure groups, and some parties can also make some changes, and they can share power with themselves also. In a coalition government, the parties have to share the power, the main party have to share the power among the various contenders, right? Otherwise they will reject that party and nobody will be there, then the majority will get collapse. So it is the duty that power should be shared among every group. So these were the forms of power sharing in modern democracies, and this is again the question of 5 marks for your boards. And in this way we have finished the chapter power sharing. Now I hope you understood the chapter. If there is some doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you for watching the video.